Try again. This time with. Hello, everybody. It's Queen Agnes, and today I want to give you guys advice. And my slogan for today is invite God in your difficult situation. And I feel like, yeah, it's common sense, but I feel like we don't really do that. And what I mean by inviting God into your difficult situation isn't just praying, it's so much more than that. It's completely surrendering yourself and completely turning and depending on God in your situation, because sometimes we call on God and sometimes we pray and we say, God, you know my situation, please help me. But I feel like we don't really give it to him. And I've had experiences in my life to where I said, God, you know, this is, you know what to do, like I give it to you. But then I found myself like constantly trying to think of my own solution in the process of telling God that he has this. And so when I mean invite God in your situation, I really mean invite him into your situation, because what we do is we call on him and we say, okay, God, this is our problem, and we want him to be on the, like, outside the fence and just watch. But we need to ask him to come inside the field with us and to help us go through that situation that we might be going through. And I cannot stress it enough how powerful God is, and I cannot stress it enough how God can do the impossible. And I cannot stress it enough how God is able. He's truly able. And what seems to be too great for us, it's really easy for God. All we have to do is trust him, and all we have to do is lean on him, and all we have to do is completely devote our life to him and completely surrender ourselves so that he can be able to come in. Because say, okay, let's use a sport analogy. So say, for example, you're on the court, and um let's just represent a court as God. So say you're on a court, a basketball court, and you're playing with your team. So your team would be your friends and family, and then your opponents would be just the enemy and your haters, and yeah, and devil. And so you're fighting against them and you're losing. Say you're losing, and you're losing really bad, and you go to your coach and you're like, coach, I need help, I'm losing really bad, I need your help. And and then you just go back in the field, like you told him, I need your help, and then that's it. Like that's it. Like that's not gonna help you or your team. Or you go to him and you say, coach, I need your help, and you stay there and you listen a little, but then you go back on the court and you don't take his advice at all. That's not going to help you. And so that's the same thing with God. We can't just go out and ask him and not listen to his advice. We can't go out there and ask him and, okay, God, I'll listen to your advice, but not take it. That's not how it works. Because if you've ever played sports and your coach tells you something and you do it, I mean, if you do it, you're like, oh, I didn't know this could work. It's because the coach, or even not just your coach, even the players on the bench, they can see what you can't. And that's the same thing with God. God can see things that you cannot see because you're in the situation. So, wow, I'm actually pretty smart because that basketball analogy was a good one. So, anyways, yeah, so I think that is very important, that we need to invite God in a situation. And I really, 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 really cannot stress it enough that we need to invite God in our situations, whether it be good, whether it be bad, whatever, not just the bad too. We need to invite God in all of our situations in our life. So that is it, my lovely people. Thank you for tuning in another episode of Try Again, This Time with God. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment down below. Make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification, and may God bless you all.